Hello Chasitopians, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back everyone. It's so great to see you here. Just a few things real quick. My eye is kind of jacked up right now because I was sick last weekend and I was coughing so hard that these blood vessels in my eyes just bursted. So if you see my eye looking crazy over here, that's what it is. Apparently it goes down naturally on its own, so I'm not too worried about it. This one looks much better than this one does. So if my eye looks crazy, that's why. Second, I'm still sick, so my voice is going in and out, but I'm gonna do my best to keep staying consistent and keep posting regardless of what's going on. Speaking of staying consistent, today's video is all about procrastination. It's really about, you know, productivity and staying on track, but it's gonna talk about procrastination and how procrastination plays a role in my life very heavily and how I shake it when it gets to that point. Before I get started, don't forget that you guys can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel down below. I love you guys so much, and let's get to it. First things first, what even is a productive life? And I'm asking you this because I think there's a lot of different answers, but I think when we're looking at social media and we're looking at YouTube videos and we're just browsing the internet, we often think that having a productive life means that you have to be like, boom, 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 boom. I have a checklist. This is how I'm doing it. Daily routine, morning routine, night routine, skincare routine, self-care routine, whatever you have going on. Like, you have to be doing a million different things to be productive. And I feel like that is a false definition, and like that's just not true. For me, productive isn't hitting a billion different goals in one day. For me, productivity is hitting 2 or 3 smaller goals that can contribute to a bigger goal that I have. For example, a productive day for me might be, okay, today I'm gonna film 2 videos and I'm going to do some research on how I can do better at my videos and stuff like that, and I'm gonna search how to do new edits, and that's gonna be it for today. And then tomorrow I'm going to edit one of my videos and go for a walk, and then Wednesday I'm going to edit the other video and I'm going to eat healthy. Like, it's just putting little things together that are gonna help me get to my bigger goal. And I think that is what we tend to miss. We're always setting goals instead of setting systems. As far as living a productive life, you first have to decide, okay, what is my big thing? Like, what is my goal? What am I working towards? What do I want to be? What do I want to do? Whatever. And so let's use vlogging, for example, for me. My goal is to grow on YouTube, and I think a lot of people have that same goal. I always use weight loss, so I want to use this as a different example today. Each day you want to have 2 or 3 simple things you can do that are going to help you work towards your bigger goal. So what I do is I write out my week in my journal. I start with Monday and I go all the way to Friday. I don't really plan things for the weekends because if I feel spontaneous and I feel like filming on like a Saturday or Sunday, then I do it, but I don't like pack my weekends because I know I'm exhausted when it comes to the weekend. But I plan out Monday through Friday, and I plan out 1 or 2, maybe 3 things I can do each day to stay on track as far as filming. So that might be filming Monday night, editing Tuesday morning, and then posting on Wednesday. So you guys know Wednesday and Sunday are my set days for posting. So that is the one productive thing I'm gonna do on Sunday and Wednesday. I'm gonna make sure my video gets posted. And most times I schedule my videos ahead anyways, so they're already prepared for that day, so I don't even have to think about it. But that's the one thing that's gonna happen on Sundays and Wednesdays, and that's gonna be consistent throughout all of this. So what can I do on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday? I can film, I can edit, I can look up new techniques to use in my videos, editing, all those kind of things I can do during those days and work towards creating better content, more quality content, and more consistent content. It is so easy to lay out a plan for yourself and not do it. So let's talk about that procrastination factor and that factor of not getting stuff done. So maybe you're like me, you have a beautiful, gorgeous notebook, it's perfect, you have a perfect planner, everything looks great, and you never follow through with it because you're not a consistent person and you're not putting your full effort into what you want to do. Well, I am here to tell you there are some super simple things you can do to set yourself up for success rather than failure. Number 1, I would say leave items associated with this thing that you're trying to do, lay them around the house. I know I'm the type of person that likes to keep things in order pretty much, but if you just put like your ring light right there in front of your bedroom door, or like if you leave your notebook right there in the corner of the coffee table with your YouTube ideas, or even like if you have a different goal like losing weight, like leave your running shoes by the door so you're like, oh, I need to exercise today. Or like me, I put on my Apple Watch every day so it reminds me, hey, I need to be looking at my calories, I need to be looking at my standing, my steps, all those things, and just do those things and it will help you a lot. So I'm not saying like let your house clutter up, but just leave simple cues around your house so you can be like, oh, I need to film today. Oh, I need to edit a video today. Oh, I need to brainstorm some new ideas today. And it will get your brain into the habit of like associating different stuff with your craft or what you're trying to do or your goal, whatever. Number 2, associate times and spaces with what you're doing. So for me, filming, I'm gonna associate Sunday and Wednesday with posting. I'm gonna associate Monday and Thursday with filming maybe. And I'm gonna associate Tuesday and Friday with editing. You can also block off certain times within your schedule. So you know you have a 2-hour block here, or you have a 30-minute block here, or like you're gonna be riding the bus for 45 minutes here. Like, use those moments where you have extra time to dig into your craft and to use that time purposefully rather than just gazing out the window at the birds, you know? Like, I can sit and edit while I'm on the train, or I can sit and edit while I'm taking my break, or I can do this while I'm doing this. And multitasking is not a thing, so don't do it. But using all of your time and all of your resources is really important. It can really help you hone in on your goal and what you're trying to accomplish. In order for something to be successful and for you to achieve something, you have to focus on it 100% or as much as you possibly can. And when you have those free times, don't waste that time, because like, you could be working towards what you want to work towards instead of just letting time fly by. Like, you have precious moments you could be using as resources to get stuff done. You have to really want it, and you also have to prove to yourself that you want it, because sometimes I think we have self-doubt. I know I struggle with self-doubt a lot. I'm like, you know, this is stupid. Like right now I'm filming, this is like hard to keep my brain moving. I have stuff written down and whatnot, but like when I'm filming, I'm often like, okay, is this gonna be good enough? Is this the content people want to see? Is this content I want to put out? And a lot of times I'm just self-doubting myself instead of doing what I need to be doing and being myself and talking about what I want to talk about and just letting it all out and doing the damn thing. I'm wasting precious seconds, you know, contemplating if this is like the right thing to do or what I want to do or how I should be doing it. And it is. There's no more confirmation that I need other than it is from myself, because if you don't believe in what you're doing, nobody's gonna believe in what you're doing. So after all that, that's everything you're supposed to be doing, right? So you're going to pick what you want to do. You're going to write down a few things that are going to help you get towards that. You're going to do those things. You're going to leave cues for yourself. You're going to set time and space for yourself specifically for this goal for you to be in focus mode. And then you're going to create boundaries. There's 2 different types of boundaries you're going to create: boundaries for yourself and boundaries for others. The boundaries for yourself are going to create discipline. They are going to make you what you want to be. They're either going to catapult you or they're going to hold you back. So these boundaries need to be things like, from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., I am going to put my whole self into what I'm doing. And then from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., I'm going to go a lollygag and play and do whatever. But from 2 to 3, I'm going to get it done. And you're going to do it every day. You're going to set that disciplinary boundary for yourself. And you can grow it. You can turn it into 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. You can turn it into 12 to 4. Like, you can expand it or you can shrink it and you can make it work for you. But you have to have that discipline in yourself to say, hey, I'm going to do this. So if it's waking up earlier, throw your legs off the side of the bed and stand up and stretch. If it is going to bed earlier, put yourself in the bed, turn the lights off, turn the TV off, cut your phone off, let it be dark, and go to sleep on time. But you need to do everything in your effort to get this stuff done, because at the end of the day, this is yours. This is how hard you want to work for it. This is how hard you want to go for it. And if you don't put in your full effort, it's not going to happen for you. Set those boundaries for yourself. Don't be lenient. Don't be laid back. Don't be, okay, well, Tuesday, I'm just going to stay up 10 minutes longer. Monday, I'm just going to sleep in 10 minutes longer. Do what you came to do and get it done and be consistent and watch the change that comes. The second type of boundaries is for everyone else. No, I can't go out Saturday. I have a thing to do. Sometimes that also means saying, no, you can't be a part of this right now. This is for me right now. This is mine. This is what I'm creating. This is what I'm growing. And I need to do this on my own. And it's creating those boundaries with other people that are like, hey, you cannot step on me right now. You cannot overstep your boundaries. You cannot come in. You cannot be part of this. Like, I'm sorry, I love you, but this is how it has to be. And that is one of the hardest boundaries, because like we don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't want to make people feel like, you know, like we're switching up or we're changing or we're different. Even though we might be changing, we might be different, we don't want to make people feel bad about it. It's one of the harder ones for me, even like, especially with my family, you know, there's just a lot of, you can't do this, you can't do this, and I don't want to hear that. It can even become that boundary of like, I'm not even going to talk about this around you because you're negative Nelly, you're putting me down, you don't want to hear about any of this, so I'm not going to tell you about it. Like, I'm going to keep it to myself. I'm going to keep it sacred. It's going to be mine, and I'm going to grow it whether you like it or not. Boundaries are so important with anything because everybody's going to have something to say. Everybody's going to have an opinion about everything, but at the end of the day, what makes you happy is what's important. So do what you came to do. Go hard for it. Go hard for it for 90 days. Go hard for it for 180 days, 365 days, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Just keep going hard for it until you look back and you're like, hey, I'm kind of like where I want to be. I'm kind of near where I want to be. And then go even harder. I was looking at my analytics this morning and like I got like 3 new subscribers, and it excited me so much because that is growth. Growth in any capacity is great, fantastic. I'm watching my revenue go up. I'm watching my subscriber count go up. I'm watching my watch time go up. It's just important to me. Any little small amount of growth, any large amount of growth, any amount of growth is growth. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to grow my channel and to reach other people and to just make this my space where I can just create whatever I want to make. Don't forget to create those boundaries where you're like, you know, you can put me down all you want to, but I don't want to hear about it. You can say I switched up all you want to, but I don't want to hear about it because this is my personal journey and I don't disrupt your personal journey. And same thing for yourself. Hey, let them bad thoughts go. Let that negativity go. This is focus zone and you need to be focused so you can get where you want to be. In order to build a productive life and work towards what we want, we're going to get rid of our bad habits. We're going to write down things that we're going to want to do. We're going to build better habits with cues and with the setup and a whole plan. And then we're going to set boundaries. We're not going to let anybody take anything away from us. We're not going to let ourselves take anything away from us. We are going to go hard for what we want and we're going to get it done. The last thing you're going to do is love yourself through it all because it can get hard. I just read the 5 a.m. Club, like I keep telling you guys, and it is hard at the beginning, messy in the middle, but like glorifying at the end. That's not exactly what he said, but that's how I thought about it. You know, it's hard at the beginning because you're getting into something new and you're trying to be consistent. You're trying to fight hard to be productive and stay focused. And then it gets messy in the middle because you're kind of like, okay, is it working? Is my effort acknowledged? Like, is anything changing? Is when you start asking yourself questions and you're like, oh, is this even worth all the work that I'm doing? And then it starts to pay off. And that's when it gets glorifying at the end. And you're like, oh, wow, it's happening. It's really here. It's all around me. And it gets exciting. And you have to love yourself and remind yourself who you are through this whole thing. Because you are who you are and you can do this. You can get this done. You can rise above and you can become whatever you're dreaming of. I challenge you guys to take your craft, take your skill, take your talent, take whatever you're focusing on, whatever you want to be, put it at the top of the paper. Write down 1 or 2 things you can do, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Write down 1 or 2 things you can do each day to work towards that bigger, broader goal. And check those things off and keep doing that week after week and see how far you get into that goal and how much farther you move towards that goal instead of staying stagnant where you are and questioning yourself and wondering how you're going to do this. Get that notebook, write that down, and work towards it. Put your cues out, build your good habits, extinguish your bad habits. I know for me, bad habit was, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination is like is horrible, and it gets into me a lot. And I think like, you know, seeing the growth on my channel is really like, okay, it's pushing me to keep going. Like, okay, people are watching you. People do want to see you. Keep going. Keep doing this. And I think when you start to see your growth or your change in your skill or your talent or what you're working towards, I think it'll change your heart too, and you'll be more motivated to keep going. I know motivation is like a touchy subject because a lot of people are like, you don't need motivation, you just need willpower. It can be true, but for me, like I feel like I need motivation, and those numbers climbing is definitely motivation. So I just encourage you to find a measurable scale that you can use to track your growth yourself and then like watch. As you remain consistent and as you keep doing what you say you're gonna do, watch how you change. Life is just too short to not put it all on the line. And I keep telling myself that. Give it your all or don't do it at all. Because if you're not putting 100% of yourself into it, how much do you really believe in what you're trying to do? If you're not giving it your 1000%, how much do you really believe in your dream? Honestly, I kind of went all over the place for this video, but like the main point is stop selling yourself short, okay? Stop selling yourself short and work hard, because nothing is gonna pay you off like working hard. Your job is not gonna gratify you. Your living situation is not gonna gratify you unless you're giving it your all and it's exactly where you want to be and it's exactly what you want. I love my space, my apartment. I love it. I'm happy that I work towards it. I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I'm constantly putting more into it, and it makes me happy. Same thing with my vlog. Like I can't wait to see it grow. I can't wait to see it develop. I can't wait to see more. And you know, more shouldn't always be the goal, but like just working towards abundance. I think what people don't realize is the little stuff that builds the big dreams, that builds the big end results. And if you don't start with the little stuff, it's not gonna work. Like you can't just jump into something and expect it to just take off like that. Some people can, you know, those one-hit wonders or those people who just go viral. But like most people like me, like you, have to work hard and work towards that bigger goal by organizing smaller steps, setting systems, setting structures, and putting it all together to create the bigger picture. Let me know down below what your goal is and what steps you're gonna be taking this week, today, right now, to reach your dreams. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you being here with me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel down below. I love you guys so much again, and I will see you next time. Adios, Chasitopians. Mwah!